Well, it's a sobering warning from the state's climate change experts. Over the next several decades, you can expect more shoreline erosion and less of our beautiful sandy beaches. Mileka Lincoln joins us now with more. Mileka.
Chris, here in Hawaii, the biggest impact of global warming is the projected rise in our sea level. Experts say it's inevitable, but just how much it will affect us will depend on how we prepare.
One of the major drivers of coastal erosion, of course, is sea level rise.
Experts painted a grim picture of Hawaii's future in the face of projected climate change, using models depicting Waikiki and Honolulu slipping underwater.
We might expect and plan for 1 foot of sea level rise by the year 2050. That might be on the low end, and 1 meter or 3 feet of sea level rise by the year 2100.
As far away as that may seem, officials say there are very real effects Hawaii is already experiencing. They say global warming is threatening everything from our native plant and animal species to our coral reefs.
All of these changes are increasing threats to our food and water security, to our ability to maintain our infrastructure over time, and to public health and safety.
Experts say there's little we can do to mitigate climate change without major reductions to greenhouse gas emissions. But they say it's not too late to adapt to the expected impacts by designing and building our communities to be safer.
We can't stop Mother Nature, but we can triage and put our resources where they're best spent to protect beaches like Waikiki or Kailua that are critical to our economy, make sure our fresh water supply is maintained so that we can all have water to drink.
Experts say lawmakers need to create a prioritized framework to determine which communities to focus on first, because climate change impacts vary and specific areas need to be addressed before it's too late.
People have been seeing what's happening with North Shore, homes falling into the ocean, Kuhio Beach in Waikiki with dumping millions of tons of sand in there, and it keeps having to repeat that process. The lack of community awareness, I think that's the biggest problem right now, so that people start understanding that they can actually have an impact themselves.
A joint House and Senate majority package bill will be introduced when the legislative session starts next week to essentially create an advisory board to prepare for all the facets of climate change, from shoreline erosion to depleting freshwater supplies. Mileka Lincoln, Hawaii News Now.
Mileka, thanks.